14-year-old Sir Darius Brown of Lawrenceville found a cute and stylish way to help shelter animals get adopted. Darius is the owner of Bow and Paws, a nonprofit bow tie store for cats and dogs. Since Darius was 8 years old, he has made 1,000 bow ties in an effort to make animals more noticeable in the adoption process. So far, he has helped 1,500 cats and dogs find a new home. Welcome back to Jersey Matters. 4,000 people in New Jersey are on a waiting list for a life-saving transplant. We got a letter from one such person asking for help, a South Jersey veteran, and well, how could we say no? Here's our interview with Mark Klayman from Burlington County. Mark, thanks for taking some time to talk to us. I'm very sorry about what you're going through. Could you explain to us why you need a transplant?
Absolutely. Well, in 2009, when all this started, I wound up having a partial nephrectomy. I had a cancer. And after that, over the years, my kidney function has been deteriorating to the point where it got about 2.5 years ago. I still work full time, and I had kidney failure while at work. I just shut down. So getting to the hospital, I had to go on dialysis initially, and doing it at home. And so, I mean, but it's still even with dialysis, it gets every day or every few months, it gets worse. And I'm just really in need of my health basically is going down. I've been very active with my wife and grandchildren, and now I'm finding I just don't have the strength even now, and even in fact, it got so bad with doing dialysis at home, I just had to go into the center and doing that 3 days a week because go ahead.
No, what is your prognosis? What have they told you? You need a kidney transplant.
I definitely need a transplant. Otherwise the prognosis is, I'm not going to have a good quality of life, and it's not going to last a long time. I'm in my mid-70s now, and the hospitals are also working on a time restraint, because you get too old and they don't want to provide you a donor. So I'm reaching out through my advocate, through Donna Tassad, and through a military organization, and my company has been really terrific and doing a feature on me for Veterans Day, and just trying to help me somewhere around the country. Anybody who doesn't even need to be a match. There used to be where you had to have the same blood type. Now it worked for anybody under the sharing network. So I would just love to have a chance to see some more of my grandchildren get older and walk down the aisle with them. And, and also I'm taking care of my wife. My wife has mesothelioma. So she's been battling cancer and getting chemo treatments, and she's got to go in for surgery again in another month or two. So trying to be healthy around for her to be a caregiver, and
Well, I want to get to your service in a moment, but
Sure.
But there's something you said that I haven't heard before. They told you that you're too old, that there's no donor for you?
Well, what they have said was that the hospitals that I've registered or have tried to register at, they said, well, you are, some have turned me down because I was too old, because they want a positive outcome. This is part of the medical thing. They get money, they get funded, if they have success. If you go and get a kidney and you don't survive 3-5 years, well, that's a bad mark on them. So that's
Wow.
why.
So they won't give you, they won't put you on a donors list, not because of the effect it'll have on you, but the negative effect it may have on them.
Well, there are a couple of the hospitals. Now, I have a few hospitals like Hackensack Memorial and Jefferson and Lord's who don't feel that way. But they even then the doctors have said, they're, they don't want to go put have a donor for somebody who's 78, years old or something like that, because the quality of life and the possibility of how long you're going to live, it gets less,
There's
and
a little bit of that can be heartless, and especially for someone who has served the country. Talk about your service.
well, I joined, enlisted in 1966 in the U.S. Army, and served 10 years, 5 years in infantry. Then I decided I had enough of the mud and the dirt, and was able to get myself into working a nice, clean life in an office for 5 years. So I served a total of 10 years, and proud to have done it. And I'm really glad I did. And it's been a life experience for me for everything from my marriage to my raising my kids and my grandchildren. It's been, it always stays with me.
Yeah, and you've given to your country, and you're looking.
And I still carry my dog tags with me.
Tell people how they can help. What can they do? Where do they call?
All right. Well, and that would be so appreciated. They can either contact Hackensack Memorial and call them. The contact there is Susan Lobalbo, L-O capital B-A-L-B-O, and her phone number is 551-996-2608. And they could just call and say they're interested in possibly being a donor, and she'll tell them everything is done privately, and they go on their website and register, and and it's been done. I know that some people have told me they've done it, and it was a very easy, seamless thing. And I know this program reaches out to beyond the Philadelphia, New Jersey area, so they can go to, they'll tell them what hospital they can go to be tested, and and it's if they are a donor, whether if they match me or don't, they still, if they join, part of the sharing network is that if they register and they become a donor to somebody else, I in turn will be right up on the list to get a kidney when it matches for me.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's amazing. Do they have to call and say specifically they want to donate to you?
Well, it would be a good idea. I mean, if they don't want to, and they just feel out of the goodness of their heart, and right now I'm appealing to everywhere to get a donor for myself.
Yeah, no, of course, it's only human nature. I just wanted to know, do they have to, if they want their donation, if they want their organ to go to you, they need to say that?
Well, they should tell them, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen, but at least they know what's going on. The hospital will know. I'm also registered at Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia, and just so to give you that information, her name is Jean Berthet, and her email is jean.berte@jefferson.edu, and you can contact her, and she'll work with everybody to help.
Well, sir, thank you so much for all you did for the country, and I pray for you. I hope this goes well for you, and I hope that we are able to help. Burlington County veteran Mark Klayman. Still to come on Jersey Matters.
Election Day is less than 2 weeks away. How are New Jerseyans planning on casting their vote? Find out next, coming up on Jersey Matters.